The Beyond the Fame podcast is fed by Lido Pizza. Lido Pizza never cuts corners. For menu and locations, visit LidoPizza.com. And of course, this podcast would not be possible without our longtime title sponsor, the Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races in West Virginia. Rounding out May entertainment includes the Chippendales on May 13th and 31st. Details and tickets at HollywoodCasinoCharlestown.com. Must be 21 to enter the casino floor and attend a show. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Welcome to the newest episode of Beyond the Fame with Jason Fraley. I'm your host, Jason Fraley, picking the brains of the top filmmakers, musicians, and artists of our time. 30 years ago today, the family TV sitcom Full House aired its series finale on ABC on May 23, 1995. I spoke to Uncle Jesse when John Stamos rocked the Capitol Fourth concert in Washington, D.C. in 2017. Mr. Stamos, hey, thanks so much for calling in. It's an honor to talk to you.
Jason, call me John, please.
John, thanks for calling
Stamos,
in.
I feel old enough as it is, Mr. Stamos.
Well, John is going...
Hey,
man, how are you? John's going to be hosting the Capitol Fourth concert on July 4th. How familiar are you with this? Have you watched it on PBS, or is this your first time hosting it?
I have, yes, my first time hosting it, but I have watched it, and the first time I ever really played with the Beach Boys was in '85 on the 4th of July at the Monument with 1 million people there, and Jimmy Page playing guitar. So, I mean, you can't get more American. I've said it. Like, you get the Beach Boys, D.C., 4th of July. You'd have to be more patriotic, you'd have to shoot apple pies out of a T-shirt gun, I think. I mean, this is it.
Could we arrange that with the apple pies?
I don't want to. Yeah, let's do it. I've never seen one of those. But I think, like all sort of kidding aside, like this is an important time to celebrate being an American and what it means to us. It's certainly different than even a year ago, right? I mean,
yeah.
I think it's a great place to start. I mean, and I don't want to oversimplify it and people go, "Oh, Stamos, you're crazy. Just get together and sing a song." But it's kind of what it is. Like, well, it's whether you're watching the show on, at home with your family or if you're there live. I mean, getting together, singing, dancing, celebrating our country, sort of really stopping to think what it means to us. My grandfather came over from Greece through Ellis Island, and he wanted a better life for his family, and because of it, I'm here now, talking to you.
Exactly. It is the perfect time to celebrate. You're right. And you mentioned the Beach Boys, but also a really impressive lineup with Four Tops, Trace Atkins, the winner of The Voice, right. a bunch of people. But you mentioned you played with the Beach Boys back there years ago. Is there any chance you'll hop up there with them again and perform a little, or is it just hosting? No, I'm playing as well with them. They're doing 4 songs. So no, I'm hosting, and then I'm also. I know for sure one of the songs I'm doing with them is "Do It Again," which I love, and Mark McGrath is on that track as well. Awesome,
which would be cool. So yeah, no, I'll be playing with them.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think that was the first deal. They said, "Do you want to play?" And I said, "Yeah." And they go, "You want to host?" I'm like, "Okay, yeah." I mean, because it is an important time to bring people together. Decency is at an all-time low, and discord is high, and we got to figure this out.
Absolutely. Come on. That's not who we are at our core. I'm with you, man. Let's get out there and let's change the tone a little bit.
We're pushing each other away, and I don't like it. And if a day like this, the 4th of July thing can bring people together just for an hour and a half, despite your political differences, and sing music and dance, and like you said, it's a great lineup, a completely diverse lineup like our country. But let's get together. Let's knock it off.
Absolutely. I'm with you, man. Looking ahead to later this year, congrats on Fuller House. I know season 3 is going to be coming up. I hope. Have they announced a date for that yet, the release date?
I don't think they have, so I can't say, but I think it's soon enough.
Yeah. Well, either...
the thing is, we're shooting 18 episodes this year, which is cool. That's more than normal. And... what was I going to say? And we're right in the middle of it. We're literally at the middle. I think we've done 9 or something.
Well, I've really been enjoying the first 2 seasons. It's a nice mix of the nostalgic and it's also but refreshing, and it's its own thing. But has
Thank you.
Has the show sort of allowed you, and I'm sure Bob and Dave and Lori and everybody else, but has it allowed you to sort of appreciate how beloved Uncle Jesse was to everyone? I'm sure as soon as Full House ends, you guys all want to go show your other sides and do all that. But have you kind of has it allowed to sort of step back and say, wow, I mean, this really meant a lot to a lot of people?
Yeah, that's a very good observation, because me more than any of them, I was the first guy to say, I don't want anything to do with this show. And I'm like, and when I realized that there was no getting away from it, I embraced it, and I'm glad I did, because you didn't, back then it wasn't, it was number 1 a lot of the time, but top 10, top 5, and we were never on cover of magazines. We never got nominated for awards. We weren't hip, we weren't cool. Right. And there wasn't social media, so we didn't know how important it was or how much it meant. You couldn't just post a picture and see how many people liked it. You had to go to the mall to see if you were popular.
Right.
And that's a very good observation, because it is nice to sit back and go, oh, this did mean something to someone. And look, the reason why it's back now and still appreciated is because what we're talking about, values, family values and heart. And those shows that were winning all the awards and that were on the cover of magazines 30 years ago, you don't hear from them now. Full House.
I'm telling you, man, there's something to that. I mean, yeah, the acclaim and everything's great, like you're saying, the gritty dramas, but there's something where you guys went straight to the heart of all of us families. I mean, I was one of them, and you entered our living rooms, and so there's something to that special bond there that you can't top.
Yeah, and no matter what the package is, the wrapping or whatever, whether it's sophisticated and the writing's great, the message is what was important, right? And like you said, you heard it loud and clear because you needed it.
Absolutely. Well, I know we got to run real quick, but before we go, I gotta know, was Have Mercy in the script, or was that something you came up with in your own genius?
Well, I don't know about genius. Gary Marshall, who was one of my mentors, he says, you got to come up with a catchphrase. Fonzie had and sit on it. Right, and so I got it from, we used to say it in the band when we saw a hot girl, we'd say, have mercy, but it was sort of from Pretty Woman, where Roy Orbison says, mercy. And that's kind of where it came from. Well, but it is a good catchphrase, because people say it back to me, and it's a form of like, hey, you're looking good, And it's better than, sit on it or something. Probably I'd rather hear have mercy than sit on it.
Yeah, it's even better than Dynamite, I think. No, but you mentioned Gary Marshall. He right before he passed away, he gave you TV Land's the Timeless Icon Award. How big of an honor was that to get to hear that from a guy like Gary?
And unbelievable. I mean, I grew up watching, those shows. That was as high as I wanted to go. I wanted to be on a show like Happy Days, and I guess I ended up that with the guy who created it. It's one of my dearest friends. It's been a really wonderful life, and I don't, especially now more than ever, I don't go a minute without, or day, or hour without realizing how lucky I am and showing my gratitude. And we're gonna bring all that back on the 4th, because like if my grandfather could he's not around, but if he could turn on the TV and see his grandson standing at the Capitol hosting a show about being an American, I mean, my God, how incredible is that?
It's unbelievable. Well, we're lucky to have
right?
you. Yeah, exactly. Well, I hope you soak it in and really enjoy it when you're there. We really appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Thank you. And will you be there? You come to the concert?
I will try to get down there. Yeah, right. We're here in D.C. We got to be able to come out. Yeah, let's go. I'll be there.
Yeah. All right, buddy.
All right, thanks, man.
Nice talking to you. Thanks.
Thanks so much for listening to Beyond the Fame with Jason Fraley. Our theme music is Scott Buckley's Clarion. Remember to give us a 5-star rating if you like what you hear. We'll see you next time.